Today, I wanted to talk to you about something that we have been working on over the last 18 months with respect to larger group practices that don't necessarily want to sell to a DSO. One of the things that we've been working on and have been very successful at is when you are looking at bringing on partners into your group practice, how do you maximize the sale price of your, not obviously not the practice, but the interest in your practice to that associate who is now going to become a partner? And so one thing that we've been doing is we've been doing what for lack of a better term, have called a hybrid model, where we take a DSO valuation and we take a doctor-to-doctor valuation, and we're basically blending the two to come up with a purchase price that provides a higher than normal purchase price to the sellers of the larger than normal practice. So practices, we're talking about practices that are doing 3.5, 5 million, 8 million, and maybe it's one location, maybe it's two or three, but there's multiple providers, possibly multiple already partners, and they're looking at bringing on an additional partner into this, but they don't want to sell it for a low purchase price. So we have been successful. We've gotten banks on board to do this, where we are coming in at a much higher than normal purchase price, but less than a DSO full buyout. And we've had banks provide 100% financing on this. And so what this looks like is you have an associate that wants to come in, and maybe you want to offer them a 20% ownership. And maybe you have two partners in the deal, and you've been the owners for 10 or 15 years, and you're looking to get some equity pulled out. Maybe you want to invest in different streams of income. Maybe you want to invest in some real estate or a lake house or a beach house or something like that. So we are taking this hybrid formula. Let's say your practice is doing $5 million and you had a DSO offer of $9 million. But if you were to take that to the open market when it was a doctor-to-doctor deal, maybe you were only going to get 3.5 million, maybe 4 million for the entirety of your practices. What we are doing is we are blending. And so we would be coming up, and again, this isn't specific because I don't have your numbers, but we would be blending the two to come up with a purchase price, maybe around 7.5 million, so that when you sell your interest, that 20% interest, you're able to take 1.5 million out and still maintain 80% ownership. So you're able to extricate some of the equity, and we can get you 100% financing on that. So it's definitely something to be thinking about if your goal is not to sell to a DSO, but you don't necessarily want to take a hit selling to your associates as they buy into the practice. If you have any other questions, feel free to click the link below, and hopefully we can assist you in that process.